Okay, it's time for some piano. Hello! welcome everybody to our children's virtual piano lesson 39! How cool is that? 39 lessons? Oh my gosh. We are nearly finished with our book and that's so exciting. Did you notice anything different about my hair? I got my first trip to the salon in over a year, so I have some crazy red hair to celebrate, which is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm so glad you could join me today. Before we actually get started though, let's do a couple things for me. If you don't mind liking and sharing this video, you know that helps me so much to reach even more piano learners that might be like out there in internet world, right? Looking just for me. The next thing you can do is subscribe. So I saw a really interesting statistic, you guys. So only like 20% of you are actually subscribers. And I have I think it's like just under 80% are still not subscribed. So if you really want to help me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I know you hear that from like every channel on earth, but it really does help. It helps us with our metrics. So if you can hit that button, I would really appreciate it. The next thing, we are on Discord. So we operate on a Discord server. This is where my piano learning community lives, okay? We just hit 275 members, and we're gonna have a little celebration when we get to 300. So I'd love to see you on our Discord server. It helps me get to know you better. You get to post videos of yourself playing the piano, and I even give you feedback, which is like the best part, right? I'd love to see you there. The invitation is in the link down below in the description of this video, okay? Very good. And then finally, we are on, I operate on Patreon. So Patreon's super important, you guys. So that's how you make sure that my bills are paid, that I'm taken care of financially. As a donation-based studio, I rely on the generosity of you, okay? So if you can support me, think of it like you're taking me out to coffee once a month, sign up for the $5 level. You want to take me to a nice quick lunch, sign up for the $10 level. What about the 20? Maybe we go out to dinner once a month, right? What I'm providing to you is of value. So if you want to make that recurring donation on a monthly basis, hop onto my Patreon. You can sign up, okay? All right, excellent. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, so last week we learned like all about whole steps. Isn't it crazy? Do you remember the song we learned? We learned the song called The Planets. Wasn't it so bizarre? It was crazy, but it helps us measure and understand whole steps at the piano, right? So we can sort of divide each distance into something called half steps and whole steps. And our whole steps are just two half steps put together, right? So let's play through The Planets, okay? Pull out your lesson book. There it is, woohoo! Oh, and if you're joining live, say hi. I'm just so excited today. I have my new hair. I'm just like a new person. So let's turn to The Planets. That's on page 63, woohoo! 63! There it is, The Planets. Okay, maybe we'll like find some aliens up in the sky, right? You never know. All right, I'm gonna switch to piano view and we will get started on playing this song, okay? There it is, piano view. All right, my friends. So with piano view, we have to find our spot. Remember that middle D whole step position? It's so weird. Both of our thumbs, just like butterfly middle C position, but they're gonna be on D, okay? Our twos will be on C and E. Our threes are going to be on B flat and F sharp, fours on A flat and G sharp, and fives on G flat and A sharp, okay? That's kind of what it looks like. It's really weird, but that's okay. Let's play through the planets, okay? I'm going to count off and let's see how this really funky song goes, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. Repeat. There you go. I told you. Isn't that a really cool song? Oh my gosh, I totally feel like we're out of this world. We're like out of Earth's orbit. We've just gone so far outside of our galaxy. We are encountering all kinds of cool things that humans have never seen before. And that's just exploring whole steps at the piano. It's so much fun. I hope you enjoyed that. Give yourself a hand. That was awesome. Woohoo, maybe we'll make contact with like aliens or something. Very nice. Okay, well, let's go ahead and turn the page, all right? On page 64, we have something amazing, okay? On page 64, we're going to learn all about something called tetrachords. Yes, so tetrachords are fabulous and really, really important to the structure of specific things here at the piano, okay? So tetrachords, if you hear the first part of that word, tetra, that is a prefix, okay? And that prefix, tetra, stands for the number 4, okay? Hence the reason why it's called a tetrachord. So how many notes do you think make up a tetrachord? If you said 4, you would be right, okay? So a tetrachord is a series of 4 notes having a specific pattern, okay? And this pattern goes like this. Whole step, half step. Okay? Say it with me, ready? Whole step, half step. Again, whole step, half step. Okay, so you get where I'm going with this, right? The last 2 weeks we learned all about half steps and whole steps. Now when we put them together in this pattern, it makes a tetrachord, okay? Very good. So let's demonstrate that at the piano. Let's make some tetrachords ourselves, okay? I'll switch to piano view and you can see as we do this, okay? Okay, so on page 64, if you look towards the bottom, okay, sort of the bottom middle, there's a section here called C tetrachords, and it shows me the bass clef. That's my left hand, remember, down below middle C. It says I will start with my pinky 5 on C, and here is the pattern, okay? Whole step to start, right? So we've got C to D. That's a whole step. Now let's do the next whole step. D up to E. There's your second whole step. And then a half step to round off the tetrachord. E to F is a half step because look, there's no black key in between. Ready? Up to F. Woohoo! There it is. So there's your C tetrachord for your left hand. Let's play it together. Ready? C, D, E, F. Very good. Notice that I'm using finger 5, 4, 3, and 2. My thumb is just kind of hanging out. It's not really doing a whole lot for this, okay? So you can just let it hang. Let's give it a try for the right hand now, okay? But look at what it says for the right hand tetrachord. We're gonna start on a finger 2. Okay, our thumb is just gonna hang out too. We're just not gonna use it today. So let's line up those fingers. We are going to play the tetrachord for the right hand. It begins with the finger 2 on C, and there it is again, the pattern, whole, whole, half. Let's see what it sounds like. C to D to E, and there it is, the F for the last interval half step, okay? Cool, right? Nice work on the C tetrachord. Now let's see if we can transfer that to the G tetrachord. So I'm gonna move my hands up. Kind of like you're in G position, but instead that right hand is gonna be using a finger 2, okay? So let's do the G tetrachord for the left hand to start. Let's start with that pinky 5 on G. And let's do our pattern, whole, whole, half. You're like really aware of it now, aren't you? Whole, whole, half, whole, whole, half. This is like a dance or something. Here it goes. G, A, B, C, and there it is. Whole, whole, half. Let's try it with the right hand now. Here we go. Starting with the finger 2 on a G, we're gonna go up into our tetrachord. Following what pattern again? Whole, whole, half. Yes, Miss Izzy, we know already. Okay, I'm just making sure. Here we go. Ready? G, A, B, C. Very nice. Okay, let me switch over here. Are you doing okay with the tetrachord so far? Are you? It's a little confusing, I know. But once you understand that whole, whole, half pattern, you'll be able to figure it out mathematically at the piano. This is why I'm playing these tetrachords so slowly, so we can figure it out, okay? Now the one at the bottom, the D tetrachords, those are tricky. So let's work on that one together so you can see exactly what I'm doing, okay? You've got this. You're doing great. I mean, we just went to outer space. You can play some tetrachords, huh? You got this. Good job. All right, so looking here, we have to do the D tetrachords now, okay? Look at the bottom of page 64, the very bottom line. D tetrachords, of course, will begin on D. So let's find a D. There it is. So I'm going to put my pinky finger 5 on that D. But let's do our measuring, okay? Let's do D to E. That's a whole step. Now we got to do a whole step from E. Now if you remember, E to F is not a whole step. It's a half step. So what do I need to do to my finger 3? I got to put it up on F sharp. So E to F sharp is another whole step. And then my half step, F sharp, is going to go to G. Right? F sharp, G. So let's play that D tetrachord, okay? Looks kind of funky there with my finger 3 on F sharp. But don't worry, that's right, okay? Listen carefully. Here we go. D, E, F sharp, G. Very good. Okay, let's try that in the right hand now. Remember, we're going to start with that finger 2, right hand on the D. And if you remember from the left hand, my finger 4 is going to have to be on that F sharp, isn't it? So let's try it. What's the pattern? Whole, whole, half. You got it. Here we go. Ready? D, E, F sharp, G. Excellent. Oh my gosh, we need like a tetrachord dance. tetrachords, tetrachords, tetrachords. 4 notes, 4 notes. I'm just making this up. This is kind of ridiculous. Maybe you can come up with something better for the tetrachord song or something. Okay, all right, so now that we've learned about tetrachords, we have to do something amazing here, okay? Guess what? If you put 2 tetrachords, sandwich them together, and you put a whole step in between, you have a major scale. You're like, Mrs. Z, why are you so excited about this? Major scales are so cool because they open up the piano to all sorts of possibilities, okay? So let's think about this. I'm going to have you imagine 1 tetrachord is a slice of bread. Miss Izzy, a slice of bread? You're crazy. Okay, think about it. A slice of bread has 4 equal sides, right? So think of those as the 4 notes in the tetrachord, right? Now, let's take that slice of bread and we're going to slap some butter on there. And then we're going to get the other slice of bread, right? The other tetrachord, the 4 notes. Slap some butter on there too. We're going to smack them together. But in between, we're going to put some cheese. What do you think I'm making here? Do you know? It's a grilled cheese sandwich, right? Ugh, Mrs. Z, why are you talking about grilled cheese sandwiches? Because the major scale is just like a grilled cheese sandwich, okay? We have that slice of bread, the first tetrachord, and I'm going to put my hands in C position here for the tetrachord position, right? I've got a C tetrachord. Take a listen. Here it is, first slice of bread. Then we're going to connect it with a whole step. That's my cheese, and I like cheddar, right? And then we play the last tetrachord, which in this case is a G tetrachord. And that's my last slice of bread. Listen. What? That actually sounds pretty darn good. Take a listen. Enjoy your grilled cheese major scale. Here we go. Amazing. Now let's see if we can play it going down. Pretty good, huh? Let's switch to piano view and you can play the major scale with me. All right, here we go. So C major scale. If you look on page 65, there's a line of music in the middle called C major scale piece, okay? We're going to do this position, which is our pinky 5 is going to begin the tetrachord on a middle C for the left hand. And we've got the first 4 notes, right? But the thumb is just going to hang out. Don't worry about the thumb. Now our right hand is going to play a G tetrachord, starting with the finger 2 on the G right next to the F. Our pinky ends up on that C up high. Now it's time for us to have that grilled cheese sandwich. Here we go. Are you ready? First tetrachord is the first slice of bread. Connect it with a whole step. There's my cheese. Now we have the second tetrachord. Beautiful. Now you have just played a C major scale. Let's play it again, going up. 1, 2, ready, play. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Let's go down. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Very nice. That was cool. Let's see if we can play a little faster. Are you ready? Let's do it. Here we go. Hey, Linnea. Oh, I'm so happy that you're live. Very good. Okay, here we go. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Wow. All right. You totally rocked that C major scale. And I'm so proud of you. Guess what though? we can actually do the same thing, but in G major. Okay, so G major consists of 2 tetrachords, right? Because that's what we need for our grilled cheese sandwich. But it's the G tetrachord, then the D tetrachord on top. Okay, we'll switch to piano view and we'll play the G major scale. Okay, there we go. All right. G major scale. Here we are. We're going to set up at the bottom of 65. Our left hand pinky 5 is on the G. There's our first tetrachord. And then remember, the D tetrachord has the F sharp in it. So let's play the G major scale piece at the end, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. Very good. Has a repeat. Let's hear it. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. Very nice. All right, you just played 2 major scales. Are you feeling pretty major? Major's a good thing, right? You're feeling good, you're feeling happy, right? A lot of the music that we hear that sounds happy is in a major key, right? You're like feeling good, right? I think of that song, Sunday Best, right? You're like, feeling good, like I should, right? Yeah, it's in a major key. That's why it makes you so happy. Let's turn the page. All right, so on page 66, I'm going to give you 2 little songs. You see those right there in pink? Carol in G major, and then it says at the bottom, the same Carol in C major. Yeah, because once you're set up with your tetrachords, you can play it in any key, okay? So looking at Carol in G, we will be setting up with the G tetrachord for the G major scale that we just played, okay? I'll switch to piano view and we'll learn this song, okay? Here we go. All right. Ooh, there's a lot of people. Hello. Hey, if you're watching live, say hi. I want to say hi to you guys. I know Lene is watching. She's always very excited. Okay, so Carol in G. We will start. The very first note is a right hand, pinky 5 on G, okay? And then my left hand is going to play the bottom tetrachord, okay? There we are set up. Remember, my finger 4 is on an F sharp, okay? Let's play this little carol and see how it sounds, okay? I'm going to say my note names so you understand what's happening, okay? 1, 2, ready, play. G, hold, F sharp, E, D, 2, 3, D, E, and C. Open up to F sharp, B, A, and G's 2, 3, 4. Line 2, check it out. G, F sharp, E, D, 2, 3, D, E, and C. F sharp and B, A, G's 2, 3, and 4. Notice I didn't move my hands at all. They stayed in the same position. Both tetrachords have not moved. They're just taking turns playing the correct notes, okay? But you might have noticed something. Did you see that even if there was an F in my song, I still played an F sharp? That's because we have a new thing called a key signature, okay? Kind of like the Cliff's Notes of telling you what's going to be sharp or flat in a song, okay? It's found at the beginning of the whole song. You know where you find like the treble clef and the bass clef and then the time signature? Well, in between, like sandwiched in the middle, you'll find the key signature. And in this case, they're telling us all the F's are going to be sharp. Let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to stand up here and show you. You see those sharps right there? It's found at the beginning of every line. Look, it's even down here. But that's just telling you all the Fs are going to be sharp through the whole song, okay? Very good. I'm glad you figured that out. Let's play Carol in G major again, okay? Really quick. Here we go. All right, Carol in G, tetrachord position. We've got pinkies on our Gs. I have my F sharp for my right hand finger 4. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. F sharp. Second line. Excellent. All right, we're making some progress here. Good. So that's Carol in G. Add it to your practice plan. Okay, you're going to practice those scales, but you're also going to practice Carol in G. Yes. Hi, Ariana. You're watching. Hi, honey. Hi, Claudia. But guess what? At the bottom of page 66, we have the same carol, the same tune, but we've changed keys now. We're going to be in the key of C major. So instead of our pinkies on Gs, we're going to put pinkies on C, okay? And it looks kind of funny too because they're writing it both right and left hand on one staff, the treble staff. That's kind of weird, but that's okay. We'll see if we can figure it out, okay? I'll switch to piano view and let's play Carol in C major at the bottom of 66. Okay, here we go. Carol in C major. So I actually see that my right hand C is way up here. So I'm gonna put my pinky C there. And then my left hand, remember I'm not using my thumbs, my left hand pinky will be on middle C, okay? Let's see if we can play the same carol in C major. Notice the key signature. There's no sharps or flats, so there's nothing. It's just plain notes. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Ready, repeat. All right, and there it is, the same carol in C major, okay? It's a little interesting being able to play a song, the same song in a different position, right? It sounds similar, right? Doesn't it? Yeah, that's like one of the cool things about the piano is once you understand how it's formulated or how it's put together, then you can sort of play any song in any position, really. Just takes really, really good thinking skills and music theory skills, okay? Now, speaking of theory, you thought you were going to get out of theory this week, huh? Surprise, surprise. For theory this week, you are going to do page 43, okay? And that page, if I even have the book here, oops, I think my son took it. So page 43 should be all about half steps and whole steps and tetrachords, okay? Double check the page. If it's not 43, it's 44, but I'm pretty sure it's 43. I'll leave that up to you guys. You let me know in the comments which page it actually is and I'll update this video, okay? Very good for your theory homework. I'm so proud of you all. This is like the home stretch. We're nearly finished with the book. I'm so excited too. Lots of amazing things are planned, okay? Keep practicing, you all. Now, quick message. I'm on Patreon. Patreon is so important because that's the thing that keeps this going, right? So I've got, I think, 93 patrons. I'm really trying to get to 100 patrons. That's my first goal that I want to hit. So, and I even have a special offer going on right now. If you want to join Patreon at the $20 a month level, the all access tier, I have some cool stuff planned for those people who join or are currently at all access or higher, okay? Cool things being, you're going to get a special YouTube shout out by name on air. Second, you're going to have a private a private patrons only piano lesson where you get to vote on the song and I'm going to teach it, and that link will only be available for my patrons. And then finally, I'm designing with my friend Susie a really cool pin, an enamel pin. It's like a mega cool one, giant, that you can wear or put on your bag or whatever. It's like commemorating all of the cool stuff we've been doing on piano, learning together over the last year or so. Gosh, like so much cool stuff. So join, $20 every month. Like, that's not bad for the amount of interaction you're getting and the quality of my lessons, okay? Thanks for listening. Next, of course, you gotta subscribe, right? So, like, if you love my lessons, subscribe, right? We do lots of fun stuff on here, right? It's not just method book songs. We do fun songs. We do bonus songs. We have like so much fun, right, here on YouTube. So if you want to be reminded of your piano lessons, subscribe. That way you're aware of when they come up, okay? Awesome. And last but definitely not least, we've got the Discord server. La 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 la. Where is it? There it is. Hello. Discord. This is where our community lives. This is where we have fun. This is where we have our events. We even share pictures of our pets. It's a lot of fun. Very supportive, very positive piano learning community. And we want you there. All right, so awesome. Very good. So to close our lesson, what is it time for? The music quote. Of course. Hello, people. If you followed along the last year, you know. All right, so today's quote comes from the Spanish writer Miguel de Cervantes. And this is what he says. He who sings frightens away his ills. Okay, that kind of sounds like old-timey sounding, so let me translate that for you. He who makes music scares away his fears. That's true, right? Sometimes when you make music, it makes you feel braver. It makes you feel stronger. It makes you feel more confident about who you are as a person. And nothing and nobody can take that away from you. There might be something big and scary happening in your life, but with music, you will feel better about that situation. It's cool. That's why music is magic. I always say it. Thanks so much for joining me for piano today. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. It was like really fun. Can you tell that my hair is like making me like more exciting and silly? It's the red. All right, my friends. I will see you all on Discord. I will see you on my subscriber list, and I will see you on Patreon. And I will see you next week for piano, okay? Get some good practice in. Bye!